I'm Ryan Iverson, and this is the Investor Breakout Weekly Insight. Let's talk about what happened this week. All eyes are on the Fed. U.S. stocks are hitting record highs as investors price in the first of what could be several Fed rate cuts. The job market slowdown is now seen as a bigger risk than inflation, with President Trump's tariffs adding extra uncertainty. All eyes are on Wednesday's decision, and especially Fed Chair Powell's press conference. Traders want to know whether the Fed will stick to expectations or signal a different path, because any surprise could spark volatility across equities, bonds, and the dollar. Fund managers are tilting portfolios toward U.S. stocks, bringing allocations to a 7-month high. But the room for disappointment is real if expectations aren't met. The Fed itself is in unusual territory. A new governor joins the table, while another faces a legal challenge over removal. Markets will be watching for any hints that politics could influence monetary policy, a risk that could affect everything from interest rate sensitive sectors to high growth tech. Up north, the Bank of Canada is expected to follow suit with a 25 basis point cut, with the potential for 2 this year. That keeps investors focused on Canadian financials, real estate, and other rate sensitive assets. It also highlights the global ripple effects of central bank actions. For markets, the message is clear. Central banks are in focus, and investors need to read signals carefully and stay nimble. The annual Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, is the world's premier stage for precious metals, where explorers, developers, and emerging producers connect with investors shaping the industry. At this year's Precious Metals Summit, the story was clear. Flush crypto firms and gold miners are driving M&A activity in a market where discoveries have more than halved. Just last week, we discussed how gold is finding new pools of capital that have traditionally not invested. Now at Beaver Creek, we saw that capital flowing even faster. Stablecoin issuers, hedge funds, and mining investors are pumping tens of millions into top-tier projects, paying premiums for high-quality assets, while weaker plays are largely ignored. The market is responding. Tier 1 producers had delivered an average equity gain of 140% over the past 12 months, outpacing Bitcoin, junior indices, bullion, and even the S&P 500. Companies focusing on production, recycling older projects, and rebranding around critical metals are seeing outsized investor interest, with most financings being oversubscribed. With gold at all-time highs and macro trends like de-dollarization and central bank buying supporting the metal, the industry is in a rare, highly liquid bull market, and investors are keen to strike while the market is hot. What trends did you see come out of Beaver Creek, and will they continue into 2026? We're just 1 week away from the CEM Muskoka Capital event, our final event of the year. Subscribe on investorbreakout.com now to get the collective insights of top-tier investors in attendance. Get a front row seat to the trends and opportunities they're watching closely. I'm Ryan Iverson. We'll see you next week.